Hi guys, welcome back. Welcome to Karma on Deck. I'm Karma. This is your weekly reading for the sign of Virgo for October 11th of 2020. We have a little troublemaker with us today. He was screeching. Let's see if he behaves himself. Cosmo. We have Cosmo today. All right, let us take a look and see what we have as far as energy. Let me shuffle these really good, but still you're going to get these congruencies. Leave my bamboo alone. Better than him screaming from the other room. All right, here we go. Wheel of Fortune. So timing. Four of Coins. For those of you on my other social media platforms, Facebook and Instagram, please join me on my YouTube where you can see the cards in play and how they have their relationship with one another. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is the first card that comes up. Now the Wheel of Fortune has to do with destiny, has to do with fate, has to do with divine timing, etc. And so when you have this card, it often indicates that you're feeling as if it's high time for certain things to happen. We have the Four of Coins. Now, a big draw that people have had over the last little bit has been about, the last two readings that I did was this concern about money, finances, and new beginnings. Stop biting people. So you have this Four of Coins where you're looking at your money. And I don't know what to say about that. I think we all really are examining our finances, our structures, our income and support system. We have the King of Wands for you. That's outward focus, outward structure. So queens being protective, kings, male, divine feminine, divine masculine. What I'm seeing for you is a constant busy state, not so much as overwhelmed, but you're physically busy, physically going to be a little bit overloaded or feeling as if you've got a lot going on. You have the Two of Wands too, just like Cancer did. Two of Wands is all about that feeling like you're in the middle. And when you have this card, you often feel as if there's, you're not sure which thing to believe or which person or which side of a story to choose or select. This is a really beautiful reading. I will say that the thing that you're most frustrated about, or that is your obstacle for this week, is that you have the Hermit card, and that's a delay. That's feeling isolated. That's feeling as if you are not feeling as connected. The only other negative thing that I'm seeing within this deck is the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is our card that talks about feeling short-tempered. I call that the PMS without the kick. It's like maybe you're reaching out and with the lash and a little cat scratch, or maybe you're not. But it's that feeling of bubbling emotions where you are not sure you can maintain your control with it. And I feel like you're going to be pretty successful with that. For you, the Temperance card is in play, and the Temperance card is all about balance. And looking at both sides of the story. So we have this Three of Coins here, okay? And this is your, working hard, not too hard, but just working. Come on over here. Come on, chill out. You can see what's going on, okay? There you go. Things to look at. Shut up. All right, so we have the Ace of Coins. Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups, and 2 of Cups. So the 2 of Cups is all about balance. It's all about having internal and external support and fullness. I like the 2 of Cups when it comes to, the 2 of Cups comes to your partner, your lover, your person. The 10 of Cups is about external and internal balance. So when you have both of these, well, actually that's not the right one, but right here, the 10 of Cups, yeah, the 10 of Cups, you want to come all the way in? is about having balance with the people in your life and structure, and having people be as equally vested and important as you are feeling balance. They are feeling balance. Interesting as aces have been all in play for us. Aces are our theme of the day, apparently, because I've had aces for both our Cancer and our Leo reading. So for you, Virgo, we have this Ace of Wands, which is starting over when it comes to work. But the thing that's most important to remember when we have the Ace of Wands is it is one of those cards that tells us we have the things that we need. It's a laboratory. He has everything from a spell book to lab equipment. He's got the elements in play. He's got astrological charts, crystals. This card is a reminder that you have everything that you need, right, Cosmo? You have everything that you need, and you need to trust yourself. So for you, you have both the King of Wands and the Queen of Coins. So King of Wands going and getting the money, Queen of Coins protecting and being a good steward. I'm also seeing Four of Wands. Now, structure, foundation, and stable environment has been a pretty big thing for everybody lately, and that might be astrologically, right? And we have the Sun card, which is all about fullness and celebration. And so the Sun card is about joy, pleasure, celebration, love, enjoying yourself. So I'm going to say with the 10 of Cups in play, the Sun card in play, and the 2 of Cups, I can promise you that this is going to feel a lot lighter. You're going to start feeling a little bit more reciprocation when it comes to joy and love. And I will just encourage you to keep yourself focused on the positive. Why are you so needy today, bro? So focus on the positive, and don't doubt yourself, because you have the 2 of Wands, which says that you're inclined to go in 2 different directions. You're not quite sure which path it is that you want to take, and you might be getting too much input, because sometimes that card can really reference that you have some gossip going on or people involved in your business. Or maybe you're just not trusting yourself and asking for advice from the wrong people. The only thing I have to say about this is that you're feeling frustrated. It might be a little bit coming out the box with your attitude, but that's something that you can just cure with a little meditation and self-care, spending some time alone, or saying no to some things or yes to some other things. I got a needy baby today. Needy baby. So the other thing to point out and mention is you have the Temperance card. Is all about balance. So the Temperance card is looking to the cosmos, looking for signs and symbols, looking for confirmation, looking to have some balance, and making sure that you have all of the kinds of balance that has more to do with spirituality than it does with finances. Has to do with like knowing what it is the universe is bringing to you, seeing if your spiritual path is really kicking you back like you expect it to, because I know at times there were religious practices that I would do and expected certain results, and so this is you trying to find that balance between you and the cosmos. You're being very rude, you know that? Very rude. Cosmos being rude today. He's bitey and bratty, right? Peekaboo, peekaboo, peekaboo. Talk nice to everybody. Stop yelling. All right, so this is your no more Cosmo. We're doing readings. This is being an ass. So this is your Virgo moon reading. Seven of Cups. So really, you're worried mostly about miscommunication. Your heart is in everything that you do. You're wearing your heart on your sleeve. You're feeling emotional unrest. The Knight of Cups is our card that has to do with feeling those moods again. However, these moods right here have to do with emotions, like maybe even sadness or overwhelming joy. Like that feeling as if you might want to cry. Okay, so that's the Knight of Cups right here. Feeling as if you want to cry. I will say that, ow, stop it. You never bite me. Cut it out. So you have the Fool card. You also have the Hierophant, which is stubborn a little bit. You have the Magician as well. I love having the Magician, but I would encourage you, Virgo, not to be so judgmental. You have the Judgment card in play next to the Hierophant. And sometimes that indicates a little bit of arrogance. So, ow, pride comes before. You didn't bite me. I say ow. Right, what is his deal? We're going to bring some sage for the baby today. So, for you, you have the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups. That's a lot of emotional unrest. Like I said, pride comes before the fall. Judgment and the Hierophant card. And you look, this is emotional overwhelm. Emotional overwhelm. That's what I'm going to say for you here. You're really working toward having emotional mastery. You have the Three of Swords, which is miscommunication. And that's our Mercury card. The Three of Swords talks about if you don't communicate, heartache is most definitely to follow, because you're going to miss some parts. And usually what miscommunication can be fixed very easily with coming from the heart, coming from vulnerability, and being open. I mean, no accusation, no judgment. However, when we are in our feelings, there is this protective, I know personally for myself that when I have really overriding emotions, especially when I'm triggered, like I was in June, that took me down the rabbit hole quite a bit, was that when I have these emotions that are so overwhelming and rolling through my body and I can't cope or function with them, I literally freeze, like the fight or flight, and I can't articulate what it is I'm feeling, and then I'm mad at myself, and then I want to cry. I want you to think about those moments and what does it take to clear them. One deep breath, staying in the moment. And I think my problem was fighting the fact that I was going to cry, fighting the fact that I was going to get angry, fighting the fact that I'm feeling hopeless or depressed, because I worked so hard at reframing my brain that when I come to these moments, it makes me feel weak, makes me feel broken, makes me feel not as strong. And so pushing through these emotions and finding a way to articulate them without being accusatory, without being resentful or mean, or breaking down and just having a total shit show crying fest, you know, boohoo ugly cry. And it's frustrating. And so sometimes we resort to facts. We resort to, you know, pointing the finger at someone else to take the heat off. Well, you this, I know I'm upset, but I'm really good at that. So I will say that the other thing that's frustrating for you right now is the Eight of Pentacles, which is repetition and redundancy. So you're a little overwhelmed, a little worried about miscommunication and all these emotions. Okay. And then on the back end, so you have the Magician, which is all about speaking. I did Gemini yesterday, Priscilla. So it's on the YouTube. So if you go to Karma on Deck on YouTube, you can see your weekly readings. They should all be up by now. And I'll be starting next week's, I think I'm after Leo, we're right back to where we started. So I've completed all the readings for this week. So King of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles is talking about you building your legacy. And I think that you really want to be done with these emotions so you can focus on how you want to build your future. The Four of Pentacles is about cheating. So you're feeling as if you've been cheated or that you're not getting enough of what you need. And, you know, the resentment that's sitting with that, you're looking at opportunities differently. So you have the Fool card, which is all about opportunity, crossroads, decision making. And this isn't about the decision that you do make. It's about having that moment of clarity where you know that you have a direction to take and choose. And you have the Magician card here, which is about speaking up, speaking out, and being on the spot. So I would recommend that you speak up. Right. He wants to bite my fingernails. And I won't let him, so he's mad at me. So the Magician card. This is all about go time, guys. So the Magician, no more dress rehearsal. Like, get out there, get it done. I was pure channeling that. I hope my sentences made sense to you, because in all of that, I don't even remember what I was saying. So that's a good sign. Hopefully it means something to you and it's useful. Let's pull a card for you from the Divination of the Ancients Oracle deck and see what your message is for this week. And then I will catch you guys tomorrow. If I get a little time later, I'll do some Q&As where you guys can ask some questions. Like, subscribe, and share. Tell me where you are in the world and how you felt your reading went. And say hi to Cosmo, who's being a little asshole today. What's your problem? Peekaboo to you too. Peekaboo, take a seat instead of my fingernail. Yeah. All right, here we go. Gamble. All right, so the dice card. This card here is about taking a risk. And I would recommend that you, Virgo, take a risk on yourself. Okay, trust yourself a little bit. And it doesn't mean gamble. It doesn't mean risk the rent. It doesn't mean be out there wild and just be risky behavior. Ow, but it has to do with, what is your problem? But it has to do with taking a risk and trusting yourself and gambling a little bit and just knowing that things are going to work out for you. Right? Yes. Gamble. Let me sit with this for a minute before I rush out of here because of loudmouth. Yeah. Gamble and risk. And I'm also going to say that change is on the rise for you too. I felt inclined to pull another card. So I Ching, which is about change, which is about being ready, available, and aware of change. And you have the Fool card in play, and that's a perfect card for the Fool. So the Fool card is change. It's about that opportunity for shifting timelines, for taking a different path, or even just knowing that you need to stay on the one you're on. I apologize for Cosmo today. He won't be back. Unless he's in a good mood. Thank you for hanging out with me. Book your one-on-one, karmaondeck.com. Come find me on YouTube. Like I said, like, subscribe, and share. And I will catch you on the flip side. I love you guys.